RJ, and I'm here at the Apex Group Bermuda Sail Grand Prix.
Oh, look at the back run! Oh my goodness! Oh, they flipped! Oh my lord! Disaster! Oh, I hope no one's hurt in that.
And give it up for the Spanish. They will claim the victory here in Bermuda.
Oh, vamos the guys.
This weekend, I'll be following along on all of our purpose projects, including Champions for Change, Inspire Racing, and a really cool Seagrass activation, which a lot of our athletes are joining in on.
That's going to get really tight. Back with a bang here in Bermuda.
I'm here at Champions for Change, presented by Apex Group. The theme of today is diversity and inclusion, where we're going to be talking about gender equity, community engagement, and all things breaking boundaries within sport. I'm going to walk around and see if I can chat to a few people about today's event. Well, Trey, you're speaking at Champions for Change today. How are you feeling about it all?
It's my first time doing something like this, so a little bit nervous, but it's cool to be around a lot of people, and it's some really awesome people and really renowned people, so it's quite nice to be here for the first time.
And can you tell us what you'll be talking about today?
So I believe I'll be talking about, I guess, the Champions for the Change and how we can change Bermuda for the future and get youngsters into sailing and people that look a little bit closer to me into sailing and how it can benefit Bermuda.
These conversations are what spark those ideas, spark those points of conversation where you're grabbing a speaker at the end to get their thoughts or initiate conversation, take their contact information, so on and so forth. You never know when the next opportunity or idea is going to come to you, so getting everybody together and diverse groups of people together is really something that's needed direly.
It has been such a wonderful experience to be here with SailGP and Apex and better understand the ways in which they are working together to advance equity, and it certainly aligns with what we're doing at the American Cancer Society, and that we're trying to create opportunities for people that in many ways have not had a seat at the table to have a seat at the table, to be able to expand their horizons, their gifts, their talents, to do better, to do good in the world, and so that's where I see the alignment.
Set up Apex 20 years ago and then built a big business, but you need to be a big business and a platform to make a difference and have a positive impact on everything around you. I think SailGP stands for all the same ideals. You know, it's about climate, it's sustainability, it's diversity, it's making sure they all get pushed forward more powerfully than they've been done before. And I think SailGP does it really well, and we're focusing on trying to do it better every day. And I think they're two really strong brands with the same aligned goals.
I mean, everyone was so inspiring, right? It starts with somebody and it starts with one person, and that's the snowball effect, right? And we saw so many conversations around that this morning where you really just have to start somewhere, and it can spark such a variety of different opportunities, not only for oneself and the local community, but globally, right? You never know what your next step is going to take you towards. So I think something that really resonated with me is just that hunger for next step and hunger for action.
How important is it to have representation in sailing and sport in general?
Yeah, I think it's a amazing opportunity for women in sailing, and I'm really lucky to be part of the Swiss team. Trying to take everything I can from the guys and the coaches, and just to learn. But yeah, definitely, yeah, so nice to have this experience.
Well, I'm so excited to hear you speak today. Could you talk to us a little bit about what you'll be speaking on?
Yeah, today we're going to speak about our foundation, so the We Foundation. We're involved in trying to give equal opportunities to people, so disabled persons and so on. So we have organized a one sport race in Cadiz, and yeah, disabled person were sailing with the SailGP athletes, so that's yeah, we're trying to show that it's possible to share and yeah, to sail together and to give them our experience.
SailGP has partnered with ClimateWise for the third year in a row to support their Seagrass restoration project. Now, they've deployed over 300 cages across more than 14 sites here in Bermuda to protect from overgrazing. We've caught up with Elliot from Team Switzerland, as he was a part of the activation himself.
We are taking part of the Seagrass project today, looking how they work to reintroduce the seagrass, because seagrass is taking a really important role on the juvenile habitat of the small fishes. That's why it's really important to protect all the seagrass area here.
More in cages in and protected so that it's grown out. This was the original. We have some cages here that have been in place since 2020, and you can really see the difference between where the cages are and where they are not.
I'd like to think it's because we did such a good job of looking after the seagrass and the lagoon.
SailGP has organized this activity with their sponsors, and this has allowed us to share the project with others and raise awareness.
I think it's important for all the teams who are involved in the SailGP to take part of this kind of project because we are sailing on the ocean, and it's important to protect it.
Here at the tech site, SailGP's community partner Endeavor has been running loads of tech-based tours over the weekend, teaching students about all things sailing and the science behind it.
Returning to Bermuda for its third year, SailGP's Inspire program continues to develop its better sports strategy in the community. From local talent racing and the Foiling Wasp to schools doing STEM-related base tours. Just 2 years ago, Bermudian Kieran Wilson did work experience with Inspire and now lives in Southampton in the UK as a full-time boat builder for SailGP Technologies. He's back home this weekend working on the F-50s and is a great example of the Inspire pathway at SailGP.
Right behind me, 8 of the best Bermudian sailors are competing against overseas talent for a chance to compete at the Grand Finals in San Francisco as a part of the WASP program.
On the water, we had the next generation of Inspire participants. 9 of the best young sailors from Bermuda and the UK have been going head-to-head in another edition of Inspire Racing. This is one of the most contested events of the season, with all the sailors having previous foiling experience. It was a close battle between Ben Anderson from the UK, Rue Purves from Scotland, and Bermudian Sebastian Kemp, a previous Youth World Champion who is currently campaigning for the 2028 Olympics. Ultimately, though, the 15-year-old Brit took the win in the tricky light wind conditions.
Well, that's it. From All Things Purpose here in Bermuda, we're off to Halifax next, and I'll see you then.